We filmed this next video before the COVID-19 outbreak, so it's not taking that into account, and obviously all of our travel plans have been put on hold.
We want to post this video despite what's happening right now because I think there's a lot of useful tips in here.
During this whole pandemic outbreak, we're in this together. Just stay strong, don't be afraid, we'll get through this together.
Hey guys, we are preparing for a life of travel, and in doing that, we absolutely need to have jobs.
You want me to say stuff now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So obviously if you want to live a life where you're traveling all the time, you need to be able to make money remotely. Now luckily we have this amazing thing called the internet, which can help you to do that and help you to make money. We currently, at this moment, we do not have remote jobs, and we're about to leave the country in 2 months. So we have 2 months to figure this out. So we're gonna do it with you and show you how we do that.
We learned a lot during the initial steps in the process.
So with the jobs that we're looking for, obviously a computer and a solid internet connection are really important. So that's something that we've been thinking to consider when we are reaching out to Airbnbs. We need to confirm with them that they have a solid internet connection that we can rely on to do our work. In terms of finding out what remote work is right for you, write down a list of the skills that you have. What are the things that you do that others deem valuable?
One of the key skills that you absolutely need to have if you're going to be working remotely is to be a great communicator. If you can't physically be present in an office, you're going to have to communicate effectively through email, through chat, video conferencing, which is a major tool that companies use to communicate with their workforce. I'm a manager for tech startups, and making sure that my team had the right amount of people, different personalities, and some of them were remote.
Don't be scared away if you don't have a background in tech, because for example, with me, I have never done anything tech related for work. My history is working in education, doing curriculum development, and working as a front of house serving in restaurants. So I've never done anything like that. For me, the idea of getting remote work at first was daunting. It was like, how could I ever do that? Who would ever hire me? I don't have the skills. I don't have the blah, blah, blah. Fear, 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 fear. Learning to let go of that fear and become open to the fact that, yes, I can do this. A role that I've been looking into is being a customer support specialist. So that's something where I can see how my experience, although it's not directly related, there's this correlation and the skills can be transferred, right? The skills of empathy and communication and patience. These are valuable skills.
I would hire you. I know you personally, and I know the kind of person you are and the kind of skills you have. And our challenge is to take exactly who you are and how I know you, putting it on paper, in a resume, in a cover letter, and letting that come across 100%.
Believing that you can do it is step one. You really just need to believe that this is possible, that you can do it, that this is a possibility for you, that this can be your reality.
As long as you're applying to the right jobs that match your skill set, you're going to hear back from them.
Make it publicly known that you're looking for a job. Make it publicly known what kind of job you're looking for.
Maybe you're going to get a job that you're not 100% excited about. That's okay. Continue to look for that job that you really want. But if you have a deadline and you're absolutely going to be traveling, you've already bought your tickets, you're already there, just consider it not your final, but a step to the job that you really want.
Sometimes that means taking a pay cut. We're gonna be living a lifestyle where we live on less. I mean, we live in New York City right now, so yeah, I get paid more money doing what I do here, but I also pay way more money for everything. So for me, it's like, if I make less money, but I spend less money and it gives us the lifestyle that we want, then it's worthwhile. And then in terms of looking for remote work, if you type in a Google, remote part-time jobs, it will populate a whole list of jobs for you that you'll have to maybe go to certain websites to try to apply to. Now, certain websites you use, you're gonna hit a paywall, but there are other ones that aren't that way. Fiverr is one resource to use if you can market your freelance services. So especially if you have some sort of digital skills that you can offer, Fiverr is great. Another website is Upwork, which I just made a profile on. Similar to Fiverr, you can set whatever your hourly rate is. It's all contract-based part-time stuff. Remote.io is one, but I think you need to pay for that one. FlexJobs is another one.
Remotive,
yeah.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of kind of junky websites out there that it's like a bot where they just grab all the job descriptions and then you have to jump through 1,000 hoops just to get to the point where you're clicking send on your resume. So just be wary that those are some things that can trip you up while you're doing the application process. And another option is to think of all the companies that you could ever want to work for and look at their websites. Just Google the name of the company plus jobs, and that's your way in as well. There's no paywall for applying to a company directly. Another option is to work with a recruiter. Their job is to get you a job.
And it's all about making this so that you can be happy and live the life you want to live the lifestyle that works for you. If you want to become a full-time traveler, this is some of the advice and the starting points for you. We will keep you updated on how our search is going and when we actually find jobs.
And if you have experience finding remote work overseas, or if you are working remote overseas, or if you're hiring, comment below and let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, overseas, I mean, you could be anywhere. We're not just talking about US and Europe, anywhere in the world. We're not just going to Europe. We're going to be traveling all over the world. So, it's really international, any country. I mean, yeah. All right, I think that's pretty thorough.